Over the weekend, the 12th and 13th of July 2025, I attended the Penarth Model Railway Exhibition held at St Cyres School in Penarth. This year's exhibition, organised by the Barry and Penarth Model Railway Club, featured a lovely range of layouts in many different scales and gauges, and a convenient vintage bus service which was running from Cogan Railway Station directly to the show. In this video, we're going to take a look at the incredible layouts that were on display. Exhibition videos like this are made possible by the patrons on Patreon and our channel members. If you're interested in supporting the production of future videos, head on over to my Patreon. The link is in the description. And of course, if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on any of our upcoming videos coming out regularly. Karolina Falls, an ON30 scale layout by David Bagley. This small American circular railway features a real waterfall with real water, which is certainly not something you see every day. The story begins in the mid-1800s when a gold prospector discovered the falls and named them after his wife Karolina. He convinced investors to build the railway which bridged the ravine in front of the falls. When the gold ran out, he turned to logging to satisfy investors. Fast forward to the late 1970s, a new vein of gold has been discovered and the mine has reopened. And the railway is now a preserved line, running American steam and early diesel locomotives.
Yeah, must have learned. If it falls in, it gets wet. It won't be first time.
And so do we.
I mean, I should be available. I'm not. No. Never knew the under-manager. He's popped and disappeared. Never knows even. Because I walked in last Monday to and she never came out, she had figured who she was, but she never came across the sale out.
Very impressive.
Franwood TMD, a double-O gauge layout by Neil Woodbine. Set in the mid-1970s, Franwood TMD is a fictional traction depot based in the Midlands, serving as an overflow for Bescot and Saltley depots. It includes basic maintenance, fueling and stabling facilities, portraying the operation of a small BR diesel depot from the BR Green and Blue era throughout the early 1980s. Locomotives on show range from a small Class 08 shunting along to a Class 56, and most types in between, reflecting the variety of the era. The layout is DCC in operation, with some locomotives featuring sound systems to enhance the atmosphere. Originally intended for home use, the layout is named after Neil's late father, who sadly passed away shortly after its completion. BSc Bromford tube sidings, and 00 gauge layout by Barry Jones. This layout is based on the exchange siding at BSc Bromford Bridge, a site that closed in 1994. The layout depicts traffic with ingot arriving on SPA and IGA bogie cargo wagons, and outward tube traffic on BDA wagons, with potential for OBAs. Motive power includes a Class 08 for incoming traffic and a Sentinel for internal movements, with SSA and HSA scrap wagons adding further interest. The layout features nicely weathered trackwork, a container cabin, and a road bridge and elevated motorway, creating a detailed industrial scene.
Slider we had, that's why I went for buttons. Depends. It's a bit we've got. Yeah, it's all trying to do it with 3 or 4 years. Although this is a tin out, but it could be just a shit that sounds really 10 school results. Yeah, they've been bringing the government sort of step in and also got one for the contract, and then they want to be contract for you. They'll probably get better stuff from there. Yeah. There'll be factory bricks in with it with new and stuff like that. Oh yeah, I met him by yeah, I met him once before.
Little Ashton, an N-gauge layout by David Smith and the N-gauge Society. Set in the period 2010 to 2023, this purely fictional modern-era layout is based on an original double-O gauge design called Ashton. It allows for the operation of an extensive collection of EWS and DB locomotives, as well as arrivals from other operators like direct rail services. This layout is analog controlled with Gaugemaster controllers, and uses readily available Bachmann, Graham Farish and Pico kit-built buildings, and features Pico Code 55 track throughout. A prominent feature is the Eddie Stobart warehouse, which cleverly disguises the off-scene storage yard at one end, typically populated with Eddie Stobart lorries and trailers. Brief Encounter Monochrome is YouTuber Dawn Quest's first exhibition layout, based on the 1945 film Brief Encounter. Uniquely, it's built entirely in shades of grey, replicating the film's black and white aesthetic. This double-O gauge layout has gained popularity at UK and international shows, offering a striking 3D interpretation of a classic film scene. As Dawn Quest notes, the monochrome design creates a fascinating visual experience.
And then precision cut, you just use glue and a hammer. Yeah, for an exhibition you need the videos on. When I say finished, I've still got pictures of it.
No credit to you, lovely. Really nice layout.
Small World Layouts was in attendance this year, with 3 N-gauge layouts. I highly recommend checking out his channel for more of his incredible work, the link is in the description below. Upford Wood Halt, an N-gauge shelf layout. This layout features atmospheric night lighting, detailed woodland scenery, and impossibly small creatures to try and spot. Underwood Tunnel, an N-gauge layout built inside a wooden box repurposed from a watch box. This compact layout allows you to watch the train going through a lit tunnel, and you can also look out for all the characters on the layout, each with their own little stories. Donge Farm, the exhibition debut of this brand new N-gauge layout, set inside a French Wheeler Brie box. It features a very limited Trojan bus service which is fully lit, along with the usual series of hand-painted farm animals and folks dotted around. This layout has many innovative bells and whistles that you truly have to see to appreciate. Bagley, and double-O gauge 4mm scale layout by Nigel Broad. While Bagley is a real location in Somerset, the layout depicted here is completely fictitious. This terminus station features a single platform with a runaround loop and is set in the 1950s to early 1960s. The former goods shed has been demolished due to the increased competition from road haulage, with the land sold off to a private fabrication and wagon repair company. Rail traffic is quite busy as the terminus is used to reverse trains to access a junction a half-mile beyond the road bridge. You can see mineral and varied goods trains along with a local passenger service. Locomotive power is a mixture of LMS, Great Western and British Rail standard class locomotives.
You go get tell him, yeah. Tell him it's how you got it. It's all like this. What have you got? Fish. Go on in. T-bone.
Gorton Lane, a double-O gauge layout by Brian Tucker. This layout depicts a fictitious location somewhere between Manchester and Sheffield on the long-lamented Woodhead route, featuring 1500 volts DC overhead electrification. Set in the 1960s, it includes a small and rather run-down depot stabling Class 76 and 77 electric locomotives, alongside various Midland diesel types. This layout is a clear nod to the Woodhead line, featuring full DCC and sound operation.
Yeah, it's his first time to this one.
Castlebank Sidings, a O-scale layout by Andy Pannett. This layout is set in the early summer of 1977, a time when the silver jubilee of the late Queen was in full swing and street parties filled with ice cream were bringing communities together. Situated somewhere in the suburbs of Glasgow, on part of the former Caledonian Railway network, it primarily depicts a freight route with trip workings linking the large freight yards around the area, as well as some workings further afield, bringing in many classes of locomotives.
sadly. No, I got one in double O gauge at depot, and you wanna just really wind them up, you know, but you know it's going to end in tears.
Oh yeah.
Sound great though. Whose sound project is that?
Lego bit.
He's the man, isn't he?
Yeah, for the bit, especially for that dancing song. That's Lego bit as well.
It's very good, isn't it? Especially when you got some decent speakers in there.
Ryders Green Wharf and 009 gauge 4mm scale layout by Peter Cullen. This layout represents a distribution point for engineering works in Birmingham and includes a branch of the Birmingham Canal. The silty, muddy appearance of the canal is particularly well done, and the sets around the canal are expertly crafted using Slater's plastic sheet. The layout also features some nice cameo scenes and a very well engineered turntable.
We had 2 IKEA seats, like that, cross racing sort of folly. And somebody picks them up at the show and we think that they're so common. Like it. But if you've got 5 layouts like I have, so you can be out pretty much every weekend.
Yeah.
So it started over there. There's little imitation corrugated iron line side hut. Well, I had a pack, they come in packs of 2. Well, I cut. I think he was supposed to come down to help us Undecided.
Calderbridge, an N-gauge 2mm scale layout by Mark Savage. This layout is set in Yorkshire circa 1970, depicting an industrial inner city station. DMUs serve passengers in the area, while a number of freight trains pass through the station. This layout is DCC operated.
But anyway, yeah.
I think you're in a cooler part in that main hall's getting really sticky in there.
I was in there 2 years ago, it was boiling then.
Are you going to the N-gauge show this year? The week out, that'll be 2 years now. Obviously, Mark wants us to bring
Yeah,
show next year.
If you'd like to bring an N-gauge layout,
Oh yeah. Obviously, I just you can have it on the paperwork somewhere. Yeah, I'm sure they'll come. Yeah, of course we will. Yeah.
It can be the mystery
Well,
land.
it's obviously going to be one of your two, isn't it?
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
mine
brilliant.
this year.
Yes. So it'll be mine.
Right.
Bridge Street.
Bridge Street, okay.
Yeah, with ballasting. This one.
Hampton Fields, a double-O gauge layout, depicts a South London third rail terminus and depot.
We're under East train station.
Yeah, my dad.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
basically,
Yeah.
it's a little bit of that, but it's not very much because I actually wrote out the extents. It's actually quite short stuff. It's not very much. It's that.
Yeah.
Okay. You'll have to put that full car back in the shed. That can be released back up to me. Yeah. When that goes on to the shed, then you can do something else up instead. Then.
Everyone's like, touch and go. Is it good?
David Woolnough, the club's resident artist, was also present, showcasing both his paintings which were for sale and a layout that he's built. And of course, no model railway show is complete without traders, and the Penarth show had a fantastic selection. 247 Developments offered model locomotive and nameplates, and detailing supplies for steam and diesel locomotives. ABM Designs showcased their 3D printing railway accessories and spares. Bachmann was one of the sponsors, and it was lovely to see them in attendance. David Gwynn was present as a buyer and seller of multi-gauge model railway items. DMG Electech provided the latest in electronic components for model railways. GLR Bespoke Services offers a range of services including layout wiring and loco servicing and repairs. And they also partner with Signatrack for DCC products. They also brought along their layout, which was nice to see in action. Lord & Butler Model Railways, also a sponsor of today's show, are a major stockist of model railway locomotives, accessories and scenery, and are renowned for their Dirty Boy weathering service. Model Tech was in attendance with their rail aligners. And finally, Squire's Tools, Models and Craft Tools was also present as a sponsor. I sincerely hope that you've enjoyed this look at the Penarth Model Railway Exhibition 2025. If you want to keep up to date with model railway exhibitions and other railway videos in general, please subscribe to the channel and consider checking out our other videos. And if you have any questions about any of the layouts or traders, please leave a comment below. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you soon. Au revoir.